where to start. First, I wanted to talk about 7 Up, which is a British documentary that's been going on for over 50 years now. The whole idea is they take children and interview them when they're 7-year-olds, and they come back and interview them every other 7 years. So they go 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, and the latest is 56. I've not seen 56, but all the rest I haven't seen. I've only seen part one of 49, but all the rest I've seen. And it's very interesting. This started in 1964, still going on today. The filmmaker wants to keep on going until he is 90 and his subjects are about 70. I think he planned on having the last one at 70, and that would be pretty cool. That'd be awesome. I'd love it to end that way. I'm lucky enough to be young enough to probably see the end of that series. Uh, that kind of stuff just captures my mind because you get to see really the essence of life through a documentary. All these different paths people take and how they end up in better positions or worse positions. And mainly it's been positive. Mainly all the positions these people have wound up in have been for the better. It's really amazing how people with hope for their lives just end up usually on top somehow. Yeah, you wouldn't have guessed it. And how they grow from 7 years old, and especially 14-year-olds. The 14-year-olds were always withdrawn and took themselves too seriously and did not like being on camera. And it's amazing to watch them go from that to being the young adults and then 28 and 35 to where they're starting their own families. The sad part is in America they try to do the same thing, and I'm not sure what the it's just not as widespread as 7 Up in the UK is. And the cool part for me was these kids are actually my age right now. They're all 28 now, but they started off in 91 or 92 when they were all 7, and they did a 14, I think sometime in 98 or 99, and the 14 really is not online anywhere. You cannot get it at all. And it's called Age 7 in America, Age 14 in America. The 21 is kind of around. I see like where it's been, and then by the time I try to get to it, it's been closed down. I have no idea if they're going to do a 28. So they really haven't treated the same series with any respect here in America, and it really lets me down because they had a fantastic cast from what I've seen. Hopefully, it'll become more widespread, and hopefully they're still doing it. I'm guessing they are. It was hosted by Meryl Streep. You had more. My voice is cracking. A wider spectrum of life, if you will. It had actually a kid that didn't even speak English at all. He was all Spanish, and he lived in South LA or East LA. Is that the movie? Um, but it had a nicer spectrum of all these kids. They had Georgia was covered by a white boy and a black girl, and it was really I really liked that. I just watched that one, and like I said, I can't find 14 of it, which is sad because I mean, it's the best kind of documentary, just the long one that keeps on going and updating as time goes on, because it's living through people's lives. So if you have a chance, I tell you to check out 7 Up. The UK version. They have all kinds of different countries have different versions, but I'm trying to stick with mostly the American ones because I don't speak anything but English. Well, I mean the English ones, not American. UK. Not sure. Canada might have one too. I have to look that up. I did not want to get too dark and heavy today, but since I've last vlogged, the bombings happened at the marathon in Boston. And it was weird. I had this weird thought, just the whole case and how it's been covered and everything. Just one thing run true to my mind is just it's a it's a comparison to a film. This whole situation reminds me like if they decided to go a different route with American History X. the movie with Edward Norton and Edward Furlong, where it's a brother, two brothers, and you can see how one brother's racism is passed down to the younger brother, and he follows in his footsteps. That's that's just all kind of notes I have on that. It seemed like spot on to that, except without the huge life changing part. I guess without the life changing ass rape. The life changing ass rape. Yep. What the world needs now is life changing ass rape. It's the only thing there's just too little of. Well, actually, it wasn't about the ass rape happened, but then he was able to be befriended by a black character who kept him out of trouble from his white gang, who disowned him after he stopped sitting with them after the ass rape. So I wanted to make that clear that I actually know what happens in the movie. I'm not just some idiot, you know. By him putting life-changing ass rape in the tags. But the whole situation's fucked up. And there's a special sick irony to the fact that people who are runners have lost so many of their limbs. People who enjoyed going outdoors and running and using their legs and feet are now missing those very legs and feet. So that's just an added bitter to the whole situation. Sick fucks. Thought I'd do my tweet of the week. I'm gonna have two tweet segments, I think. Tweet of the week, and I'm also gonna have my best retweet. So yeah, that's how we're gonna get out of that whole dark conversation and go into something lighter. It's just that easy, people. This last week, or maybe a little more than a week, Reese Witherspoon was arrested for drunk driving. Well, no, she wasn't drunk driving. Her boyfriend was drunk driving, but she was also intoxicated too. And she was arrested after she was trying to pull her actress card on the arresting officer who was taking her husband away by saying, "Don't you know who I am? Don't you know who I am? I am Noyjeetut. How dare you? How dare you?" And someone had tweeted about how it's funny how uh, we live in a world where Reese Witherspoon has a criminal record and that person doesn't. And I replied to him, I'll read it. I gotta read it. How many cigs for Reese's Pieces? It's another, you can go, another rape theme here, prison rape. How many cigs for Reese's Pieces? As she gets traded into the jail cells by 6-foot women with mullets. But I'm sure it was just a regular county jail lockup, and that did not happen. Sometimes it does happen in smaller places. You'd be surprised. A lot of career criminals get in there and start wrecking up shit. My retweet. My retweet was from when I was live tweeting the following. And I live tweet 3 shows a week: the Graham Revolution and the following. And in the latest episode of the following, Claire stabbed Joe Carroll, her ex-husband, again, and did not kill him, but she stabbed him with a fork. And I put on my Twitter, I put, "Fork you, Joe. Fork you." It's pretty smart. I was retweeted 3 times. That's pretty clever. I don't care who you are. I mean, I don't care if you're Baby Einstein. That's brilliant. Fuck you. You say it with a kind of a more embellished New York accent. Fuck you. Fuck you, Joe. Fuck you. She stabbed him 2 times now, and both times has found a way to miss any vital organs. I'm worried that Joe has like tiny heart and tiny lungs and tiny liver and stuff. He's like that man in the game of Operation. Very small parts. I swear, I don't smoke the reefer, people. Just cigars, and I'm just genuinely this stupid. I wanted to give you a heads up. Here's it right here. Big Lots has brought back the Jolly Rancher drinks, and since I have braces still, I cannot eat Jolly Ranchers. You know how Jolly Ranchers cling to, like, they glue 2 sets of teeth together, 2 sets of molars, top and bottoms, and you suck it and it gets slimy, and you slide that slime off down your throat, and it tastes so delicious. I've been missing that, because that would wreak havoc in my poor little mouth. It would take all these colors and maybe even injure brackets, and it'd be chaos. But thanks to Jolly Rancher the drink, I don't have to worry about that. It tastes spot on. This stuff, this is cherry. They got watermelon. They got blue raspberry, and they got apple. Those are all you need, really. I don't think there is. Is there more flavors than that? Is there an orange? I don't think there's. Maybe an orange. I know there's a grape. I ain't seen the grape. I like the flavors. I think they're great. Check them out if you have a Big Lots, or if you don't, look it up and see if you can find it somewhere else. At Big Lots, though, they sell them $1 each, which I'm guessing is a little smaller price-wise than retail. Great place, Big Lots. Yeah. So, I've been drinking those and making sure I keep a good layer of fat on me before the apocalypse happens. Good stuff, good stuff. God, it tastes so good. It tastes so good. You know, it's funny, as a kid, when I first started eating Jolly Ranchers, I really hated watermelon, but as an adult, I appreciate its bitterness. It's, you know, more laid back taste and less upfrontness with its sweetness. It's pretty good, actually. I like it a lot. I like it probably now better than apple, and probably better than blue raspberry, probably even better than cherry, which is amazing because it used to be my last picked color. But their watermelon grows on you. It really does. I want to thank all my new subscribers. Feel free to leave me comments on my videos. I love it. It's the main reason I still do YouTube videos, is being able to read my feedback from my fans, from my peers, from people who make videos and people that don't. I love it all. Don't be afraid to drop me a line anytime. And as you can see on most of my pages, I love replying to most comments. That really, mostly the ones that need replying to, if I have further questions or if I have an antidote for the laughter, you know. I'm a very clever man. There's a UFC tonight, but I can't really do any predictions or anything because this will not be up by tonight. But I'm gonna say I almost put some money on one of the fights. There's this guy named Vinny. And they call him Vinny because he has a weird regular name, but he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu master. This guy is off the hook, and he's fighting Phil Davis. And Phil Davis is just a really good wrestler, but he has really slow stand-up. Sluggish stand-up is how I put it. And see, this Vinny guy, he lost to a character like Ryan Bader. He lost to Ryan Bader. But that's because Ryan Bader has powerful stand up and knocked him out. I do not think Phil Davis will be able to knock Vinny out. And I do. I just replay. I can see him getting a flying armbar on Phil Davis when one of those sluggish punt jabs goes out there. And Phil Davis is so long, it's so tempting. It just goes and goes and goes. It's like a anchor with a chain hook to it going straight. It just keeps on going and going. You see the chain unraveling. It's so long. I feel like he could grab it and just fly with it between his legs. That's what I see. If that happened, I do not know. But I almost feel bad because he was the underdog. Vinny was the underdog. And I didn't plop any money on it. I'm scared of that stuff because I get hooked on everything. So I could see myself getting hooked on gambling. And I don't need that. I don't need their advice, people. But if he does win, here's my thing. If he does win and I see another crazy underdog guy who's being counted out, I will bet on him next time to make up for losing this one. If he doesn't, I'll forget it and never worry about it again. But if that happens, if Vinny wins, I will bet in the future. Damn it. Close out by telling you to, tweet any of my videos, put them on Facebook, or as I've suggested in the past, I don't know if anyone's done this, but put them on Reddit. And if you have put it on the Reddit, and you have one with a bunch of up views, show me, and again, you can win that candy package I talked about. And actually, I need to declare Knee Bar Buffet. I did have a little quiz to also win candy, and he did win. I haven't updated in a long time, but he won. I need to ship him off a box of candy. So if you see this Knee Bar Buffet, send me a P.O. box or an address. Or maybe, you work at Chubby's Pizza. If you don't feel comfortable with giving me your home address, give me that place. And, you could get a box from me full of candy. Sweets from a sweetie, eh? So, yeah. If you don't see this, I'll probably respond to you the next few days and ask and say you won. He won because no one else even sent a submission to win it. It's really sad. So, yeah. I wanted people to promote my videos. I wanted to give them candy. And it did not work out as planned. Because you are greedy motherfuckers. Greedy MFers. Greedy mofos. You just want to watch me and hog me all to yourselves. You don't want to share me with the world. Let me free, YouTube watchers. Free me. Release the Kraken. Open up the world to a little bit Noyjeetut. Right? So yeah, I'll run that same contest. If anyone wants to say, I got so many upvotes. Even 2. I mean, you get 2. That's easy. I've gotten 2 before. And I'm an idiot. So, I'll call again next vlog. See who one's done it. And I'll give away another candy package. But yeah, otherwise, you're greedy. And you're going to die. And the secret's going to be me. And you're going to be sad because you told no one about the secret. Right? That's not a curse, it's a hex. And it's coming true. You know it. You feel it in your soul. You feel it in your heart of hearts. And you know that right now. Sitting there in your ivory tower, that shit's about to go down. Unless you spread your love for Noyjeetut, which then all is forgiven. Curse released. And what have you. So yeah, that's all I got for this week. Thinking about making a new segment talking about different podcasts I watch or listen to. You can watch some actually. They do have versions with cameras, but I mainly listen to them. Anyone interested in that, tell me and I will do it. I was thinking about just a whole show just talking about podcasts because there's so damn many I listen to. I listen to podcasts for about 50 hours a week. It's the only way I get through my workday. Really. I would have killed myself long ago if it wasn't for podcasts. So thank you for anyone who creates content for me to listen to. That's a blessing. And I would love to do a segment, but I'm not sure if there's any interest for it. I don't want to put out a video that's going to get less than 100 views anymore. I'm kind of over that shit. Unless it's like a 10-second thrown together video, then I'm okay with it. I make peace with it. Fine. That's that. I understand. But if I put a lot of work into it and it gets under 100 views, it hurts me. It hurts me in my soul. Which also brings me, I should probably talk about the last 2 pages. That was a lot of fun. I did that in one day. The response has been pretty good. I wish more people watched it. It's going to get better. That first one was a really long last 2 pages. Some of them are really unintentionally funny. So look forward to those. I found all 6 of the first books I found. 6. There you go. I can count. In a dumpster. So those were actually dumpster dived. And luckily I didn't find any kind of weird female ejaculation on them. That was a fear, like the corners would be covered in some kind of white crust. But they were fine. They were perfectly fine. I swear to you, they were fine. Maybe they were held up on the breast as a shelf and didn't interfere with any of the groin region during that special time, and whoever that lonely woman is that threw them away. So yeah, they're good. And they're burned now, so it doesn't matter anyway. Boy, those things burn, don't they? They burn. So yeah, I was a little disappointed that some of that first one I put out hasn't hit 100 views. But I was kind of cool. I've already saw 2 people are going to send me books so I can read the last 2 pages of them, then burn them, which is almost in league with what Hitler was trying to do, right? Beautiful. Only I'm not killing knowledge. I'm killing fantasy that sucks. Fantasy for women over 40 that live in a house filled with cats. That's what I'm killing. I'm taking my knife and I'm stabbing into the Lonely Hearts Club. That's what I'm doing. Damn it. That means something to me. My ash fell down. How sad. I think that means it's time to wrap this up. So, I love you people. You're my subscribers. Maybe you're a random viewer that just started watching this. I don't understand that because this is kind of a long video for you to start out on. Go watch something else before you watch this because this is kind of a commitment compared to some of the faster stuff I do. But everything's going good. I like the schedule we have. Until next time, this is Noyjeetut out. I need to think of a nice little name for y'all. What's something I've seen or interacted with this week? Oh, I got one. Goodbye, my little Rocky Pockets. Yeah. Or Pocky Rockies. Goodbye, my little Pocky Rockies.